G'day, you beautiful bastards. Welcome everybody again to another evening of Two's Company, Three's a Podcast, also known as 2C3 Pod, Newcastle, Australia's #1 film, TV and gaming and a bunch of other stuff podcast. My name is Dylan, and as always, with my co-host,
Mitchell, and this week we're wondering, what is your guilty pleasure?
Let us know down below. Let's find out. I'll push the button. Perfect. Kablamo, welcome in everybody. Yeah, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How are you, Dylan?
I'm cold. So,
Yes.
okay, so everybody who's been following this podcast for a while
listening to that poor intro.
I know, my apologies.
We need to change that for next week.
Yes, for sure. Yes. Anyway, everybody, welcome into another podcast episode this evening, and thank you for joining us live over on twitch.tv/2C3pod. Live, that's right. Anyway, for those who have been following the podcast for a while now, we are nearly up to our 2-year anniversary of 2C3 Pod.
Holy shit, that's right. Yeah, and you thought your marriage was doing well? It's
I know.
almost been a year for that.
That's
We've been banging it out here for a lot longer.
Absolutely, that's right. So, the one thing that I was really looking forward to when moving into this new studio a little over 12 months ago is having air conditioning.
Yes, exactly.
Because
I got very excited.
Yeah.
Very excited.
That's right. But the problem with that is when we moved into this studio, we didn't have air conditioning that quite reached this room. That everybody who's live on Twitch right now is seeing. It sometimes gets incredibly hot. And if you've listened to this podcast, when we hit the 30 to 40 minute mark and it's a very incredibly hot evening, we go a little crazy.
Yeah, exactly. You might see a bit of a wipe at the brow or something like that, and then you know shit's about to go down.
That's right. We start laughing and we can't control ourselves. We get angry at each other for no reason.
We just get frustrated. It's like, how dare you mention that about Mel Gibson? He's a saint.
That's right. But anyway, today we got the air conditioning service and it's fucking freezing in here.
Unhinged was fucking brilliant.
I'll take back everything I said.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, no, exactly. And then I got a very excited message off you today saying, we have fucking air conditioning. And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And I prepped myself by wearing the hoodie and the beanie, and I'm still chilly.
That's
this
right.
is amazing. There is no
That's right.
sweat on my brow. It's fantastic.
And
we
there will
absolutely
never
love it.
be. But anyway, that means we can focus on a good solid episode for you for a good hour or so.
Yes.
But anyway, into the question this week. What is the question? What hard-hitting questions and secret reveals are we revealing about ourselves and our audience this week?
Well, before we get into that, make sure you check us out all over social media, 2C3Pod. You'll find us there, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. What has just happened there?
Thank you, Sensations TV, for giving us a follow over on Twitch. We greatly appreciate that.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. And that's the best
How are
part
you and
about
Lollipop doing? Please let me know down below.
That's the best part about the follow as well. You can be a part of the show and we can get you a shout out as well. But before Dylan throws his microphone out the fucking window because he's so excited. But not only that, check out the podcast, of course, on all podcast platforms. Most importantly, Apple Podcasts. But we do have a cliche slogan:
Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, everywhere. Big summer blowout. That's right. But just coming to YouTube very soon is a brand new DCTR, which stands for Two's Company, Three's a Podcast, does the cinema. We recently got to see the latest action blockbuster film, Boss Level.
Oh, absolutely. And
Spoiler
Frank Grillo.
alert. Yeah.
Spoiler alert. It's fucking great.
It's great.
Yeah, exactly. So make sure to head on over to YouTube, most importantly. Check that out. Give us a subscribe. It helps us out a lot. But if you are watching or listening on Twitch right now, make sure to smack that follow button, as just happened, and maybe even throw us a sub or some biddies, and you get some titties.
Yeah, that's right.
Just
We're happy to oblige. Anyway, that's right.
Yes,
but if you do want to support us a little bit extra as well, we will go into more detail at the end of the episode, but we also do have tpublic.com, redbubble.com, and of course Teespring as well if you do want to get yourself a little bit of merchandise of 2C3 Pod.
Not only that, Patreon as well, 2C3 Pod. So now that we've gotten all the housework out of the way, we will touch up on that right at the end of the show as well.
Yeah.
Let's get into the question, as you said.
That's right.
What is your guilty pleasure? Now, we are a film, TV, and gaming podcast, but if there's something else that isn't film, TV, or gaming related, feel free to whack it in the comments and we shall talk about it.
That's right. And if we do, run a little slow, like towards the end, we do have some news that we will talk about later on, which I am excited to rip into. So, first of all, guilty pleasures. Now, before we get into ours, we usually like to address yours. So, we've got some from social media, we've got some from Twitch chat right now. So, let's reveal all of your dirty little secrets.
Well, we do have, you know the name better than me, Davalorine. Davalorine. Now, this is exactly what we're talking about. It doesn't have to be film, TV, or game.
That's right.
Dare Ice Coffee.
How is that a guilty pleasure? I will shout off the top of a mountain my love for Dare Iced Coffee. It's incredibly bad for you. It's nothing but sugar and water and like a little bit of caffeine, but god damn it, does it wake your soul.
Now, I'm one of the few people who...
I say that while sipping down a Red Bull.
Exactly, that's right. I'm one of those few people who... now, I love coffee. I love coffee.
Man.
I have 4 or 5 a day if I can. You know,
Yeah.
like I mean, I fucking love it. And I
have a huge plunger.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but straight black Killer coffee, and it's Killer Coffee Co.
We talking coffee or toilet?
It's a coffee plunger. It's a French press.
Oh, I see.
Not a toilet plunger.
I was like, where is this plunger getting involved?
Well, my
Dylan?
coffee's very strong, you see.
Yes. Perfect. Well done. Well done.
But the actual proper coffee plunger that has 4 or 5 cups in it of straight black. So that's my jam.
Oh, straight black. You gotta love it.
Love it.
Yes. No. But I love a good coffee, but I cannot stand iced coffee. I've never had a good one. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know what it is about it. I feel like I need it to be warm. I'm like, can I put it in the microwave? I just don't enjoy it. I feel like coffee has to be a hot drink.
Do you like warm milk?
Do I like warm milk?
Yeah, have you ever put
in general?
Yeah, put it in the microwave with your Weet-Bix when you were a kid or anything like that?
No. Yeah,
Maybe try that. Warm milk. It's not something that you have as adults. You usually give it to kids, to put them to sleep and things like that.
Yeah, right.
Like back in the 30s.
Yeah.
But maybe try that out.
They use cocaine for that. They use cocaine and speed and all and that and heroin and shit, and that was
all the
medicine.
good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, this is a Dare Iced Coffee and other iced coffee review from now on. Have you ever tried, what was it called? It was out for ages, and I'm pretty sure they still sell it, and they advertise it as the best iced coffee, but it really is one of the worst. Oh, I can't think of
Barista Bros?
That's it.
Oh, there you go.
Barista Bros.
I know advertising.
I know you're listening. Sort your shit out, mate. It's just not good.
Exactly. We don't care if you roast each bean one by one.
It's not good.
You remember those ads with the tweezers and that?
Yeah.
They would grab the beans and be like, and we make sure they're roasted front and back, little guy. All that shit. It's like, okay, you spent all the money on the advertising and forgot to put coffee in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
They left the beans at the studio.
Yeah, but either way, I'm just not that fond of it. But anyway, we do have a Siege of Quebec, good friend of the show, absolutely, jumping in here with a TV show, RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah. See, this is where I was going to struggle with this episode and the question being guilty pleasures, because I'm the kind of person who thinks you shouldn't be guilty about enjoying something. If you like something that is a bit out of left field for you, you're allowed to enjoy that thing. And I completely understand where Siege is getting from.
Yes.
I've never watched it, and I don't think I ever will. It's just not my cup of tea. It's not a science fiction horror movie.
No.
But RuPaul's Drag Race has an incredibly well-attained reputation of being hilarious.
Absolutely. It's a huge mega hit across the entire world. So,
That's right.
So like you said, it doesn't have to be a guilty pleasure because it's a successful thing that a lot of people like.
Yeah.
But I understand where you're coming from in that perspective as well, because I'm just going to throw one out here that it was on for, I think, maybe 3 seasons about 10 years ago on MTV.
Okay.
Rock of Love. Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it.
Now, do you know who Bret Michaels is?
Yeah, he's a wrestler.
No,
sorry,
that's Shawn Michaels.
I instantly went to Chris Jericho because he's a wrestler and also singer.
They look the same.
Sorry,
Bret Michaels,
Poison.
Lead singer of Poison, of course, and he had Rock of Love, which ran for 2 or 3 seasons. Spoiler alert, didn't find love in the first couple. But and that is the trashiest fucking reality show ever, and it's so bad. But hearing that dipshit fucking try and talk, and the way he talks about women is disgusting, but it's just, you can't take your eyes off it. So, and it's across the world panned because it's awful. But I couldn't take my eyes off it. And if it was on, I'd be like, I need to watch this.
That was definitely the time of MTV, trashy reality TV.
Tequila, you remember her? Yeah. Jersey Shore was at its fucking peak.
You know, she did a shit ton of porn.
Yes.
Full-on porn. I was like, okay, kids know her name.
Exactly, that's right. Yeah, but I will say it's fucking...
No good.
Her reality show about finding love was fucking clever. Do you remember?
No.
No, because she was bisexual, of course, so she liked men and women. So she had men and women contestants, and it was called A Double Shot at Love. Because her name's Tequila.
No, I don't.
And Double Shot, because
I remember there was another one, but I never watched it.
Genius.
Are you sure about that? It's 2020 now, mate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 genders at the time. Yes.
Time.
No, anyway. Sorry. Now it would be a quintuple shot at love. I'm not sure. But
get it wherever you want. But anyway, RuPaul's Drag Race. I've heard a lot of great things, but definitely not my cup of tea. What else do we have?
We have the King jumping in. How you doing, my man? How you doing? You say that I might know your guilty pleasure. Now, I'm a smidge worried that I don't, unless I assume it has something to do with picking on Patrick Mahomes and me and the Bears.
Patrick Mahomes,
exactly, it's got to be something like that. So if you're still here, please let me know, because it's slipping my mind right now.
That's right.
Oh, we would be sponsored by... I would chug Dare iced coffee if they sponsored us.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like iced coffee, but
the thing is, I would thoroughly enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. You would enjoy it, and I'd be like, money. I just feel like, thanks. Like, I would chug it.
Yeah.
I would happily scull it, make that a channel points. 1,000 points redeem me chugging the awful iced coffee.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, Sensation TV, but okay, Barista Bros iced chocolate is the best chocolate drink. No way, we just talked about it.
Okay. Wait, no, but he's saying iced chocolate.
Oh, he said okay, but so that's a rebuttal to my argument.
Of course, yeah, exactly.
I don't think I've tried the iced chocolate is the best chocolate drink, but the iced coffee itself is ugh.
What? Did you see what Siege wrote there?
My mama used to put Vegemite on... Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Read it out loud, one go.
My mama used to put Vegemite on my Weet-Bix with milk in the bowl, then microwave it, and I flippin' loved it. Vegemite and milk.
How does that work?
Thank you for the follow, Gina Bennett 99911. I didn't see that.
911. Call the police because you just followed. Thank you for that.
Call the police because of Siege's fucking breakfast of a morning with Vegemite and milk.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, for any foreign viewers or listeners right now, just to be clarified, Vegemite is an Australian staple, very savoury spread, breakfast spread, most commonly used on toast.
Yes.
Okay, with butter and stuff like that, and it's hot. It's hot. Like you hot toast. Vegemite is so hot, man. Oh, fucking hell. I'm a mess. We're a mess this week. Jesus. I've broken him. Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes in. And what the fuck are you talking? No, it's not just hot. It's hot. It's hot. I emphasize. I took it home, man. I took it home. Here's my mind going, it's going to be hot on toast.
Okay, I need to turn the fucking air conditioning down a bit, I think.
It's hot on toast. Its toast is hot.
Okay, you're going to have to carry this for the next few minutes.
All right. So Vegemite is used as a savoury product on hot toast. Fucking me.
Just say toast.
Yes, okay.
You don't eat toast cold.
Who knows? I don't have Weet-Bix hot, but apparently, and Weet-Bix is a breakfast cereal that is bland as fuck and is a wheat biscuit that you put with milk. Now, you can warm that up, but putting the savoury, very salty savoury Vegemite on a Weet-Bix that is with milk in the microwave seems unholy and unconstitutional.
Yeah.
So, Siege, explain yourself.
Yeah, please do. I mean, but the same thing, as soon as I read that as well.
Wait, what?
I instantly had the thought about what you say about shit movies.
Hot toast?
No, I want to try this.
Yeah, I know, exactly, that's right. When somebody tells me a movie shit, or like you say the same thing, but I say to you, I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. The fact that I know for a fact, if I come to him and say, that movie's so bad, I paid for that, it's gross, you're like, I bet he's wrong. Like, fuck you. Oh, but anyway.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so anyway. All right, so he also says here, I just have to throw this out here, Vegemite on a whole fish baked with a good lemon. With a lemon is good too.
I don't know.
What?
Is that a guilty pleasure? I don't think that's a guilty pleasure.
I feel like it is because I feel like you should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, I love your Siege, but what the fuck?
Anyway.
Okay, wait. All right, so we'll go back up to where he mentioned the...
It would make a Vegemite crust on the top of the Weet-Bix tangy.
What?
It would make like a crust... The Weet-Bix is... The Weet-Bix...
Big.
Is that how you would pronounce it?
It's singular and plural. I made them for 7 years and I remember writing down, this Weet-Bix is wrong.
Yes, that's right.
I need to throw it out.
That's right. But anyway, yes, the Weet-Bix is already crusty enough depending on the level of milk you have with it. So is that like a way to retain the crustiness of a milk, of a Weet-Bix within the bowl?
By the way, it's biscuit.
It is
That's the
biscuit.
singular.
Yeah. Oh, righto employee of the month.
Thank you, that's right. Yeah, never.
Wait,
Not
you worked
much.
at a Weet-Bix factory?
No, I did. I should tell you about it sometime. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Anyway, do we have any other guilty pleasures before we just completely lose our minds even more?
We had some more love there for RuPaul's Drag Race, which is good, so don't feel so guilty, Siege. It's fine, but feel ashamed about the fucking Vegemite on the Weet-Bix. She had more than a double shot in her time. Yes, she did. Talking about Tilla Tequila there.
Right, yes.
Yeah, YouTube video indeed. Wait, you'll make what? He'll make a YouTube video of the Vegemite biscuit?
No, he'll make us a whole fish baked with a bit of lemon and Vegemite.
You got to do both of those recipes if you're going to make a video of it. I need to see it because that's just embarrassing. But
yes, anyway,
right, since we are a film, TV, and gaming show, and we are talking guilty pleasures, I wanted to touch on a couple of mine. Now,
yes, please.
I mentioned one to you.
Back on track. Here we go.
Exactly. We got there. Well, show's almost over. Yeah. So I mentioned one to you off air, and you were like, it's not a guilty pleasure. You love it. It's fucking great. And it is great. But Sky High. The Disney 2005 superhero film. Now, this film for me, when it came out, it bombed. It bombed hard, but it stars one of our lovely 233 Pod hit list members, Mary Elizabeth Winstead.
And Kurt Russell.
Oh, I know, Kurt Russell, without a beard.
Well, maybe that's why the film tanked. Because he doesn't have a beard.
Doesn't have a beard, yes, exactly.
All movies with Kurt Russell with beards are like the best films ever.
Oh, yeah.
And we've talked about this plenty of times before.
Exactly.
And there's Sensations TV, Sky High slaps, Danger Man, Sky High is a banger.
Exactly.
That's why I said to you, it's not a guilty pleasure. No, everybody unanimously likes this movie.
No, they do now. But when I first saw it, when it came out in 2005...
Nobody listened to me.
When it came out in 2005, I was 13, and I saw the movie and went, oh, wow, that was shit. And everyone's like, yeah, it's a shit movie. And I'm like, it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, and now I watch it as an adult, and I'm not ashamed of it whatsoever. But because it was originally tanked, and it still, you look at the CGI now and that, and it's not up to par with standard and stuff.
It's an old movie.
Fucking amazing.
It's a relatively old movie by today's standard, but when it was made at the time, it was almost like a Shark Boy versus Lava Girl, Robert Rodriguez style animated thing. So that even at the time, the animation and the special effects
it was to par, but
they weren't expected to be top notch, and that's what gave the film its charm.
It was Disney. It was a big deal, you know. But anyway, so I say that's a guilty pleasure. But as you say, as the comments going off right now, like, yes, Sky High is fucking fantastic. So
that's right. Yeah,
it's a guilty pleasure, but at the same time, I'm not ashamed of it. So
fair enough.
Did you have another one?
Nope.
Did you another one?
I haven't had one yet.
Could you contribute here, for God's sakes? I've been talking about Vegemite for too long in this episode. No, I did want to mention another one. Now, this one is a little bit more left field, and I don't think there's going to be anybody in the comments that knows this show. Now, I found it on Netflix. It's a Canadian children, preteen, like almost sitcom with a fucking full of canned laughter, full of a laugh track.
Yeah, okay.
And the jokes are so fucking bad. And it's like, it ran for 3 seasons. It's like critically panned everywhere. It's called Some Assembly Required.
Oof.
Okay, it's about it's about a boy, Jarvis. Who gets a laboratory kit for Christmas, and it explodes and blows up his family house. So this is the whole premise of the show, dude.
Okay.
So he goes to the toy maker, and she's an evil woman. Candace, she's a bitch. And he goes there and he says, "Hey, I need a new house. It blew up my house." And there's like awful laugh tracks, and she's like, "No." And she's like, "Well, sue me." And so he goes, "I will." The judge rules that he's the new boss of the toy company.
Okay.
And that's the law now, and he now owns this toy company. And they make toys.
He's got a big responsibility on his
shoulders. And they're all
shoulders.
terrible actors, like him and his friends that he employs as like the stunt guy and the brains behind it all and the muscle and shit like this. And it's so bad, but I can't help but watch it.
Yeah,
like
really?
Over and over. I put it on for the kids. They're not interested, but I went and finished the first 2 seasons. I think Oliver got through maybe like 4 or 5 episodes, and then was
He's
like,
"Dad, I'm out of here. This shit sucks."
And I'm like, "That's fine, dude. That's fine." Once they go to sleep, I'm like, "Sweet, I got like another 12 to go."
You're gonna be watching Tila Tequila's fucking latest fucking porn show or whatever, and you're sitting there going, "I'm gonna watch this TV show about some kid who's
dude, it's fantastic.
The CEO of a toy company."
There was 3 seasons, and there was only 2 on Netflix. So I was like really bummed and disappointed. Then out of nowhere, Amazon added season 3, and I was like, "Fucking what?" And I was so excited. It was like a brand new season of Breaking Bad. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, right.
Here we go.
Okay.
And I cranked that bad boy out in 2 nights.
Very good.
Yeah, so there is a genuine guilty pleasure for you.
I was going to ask you before you went down that rabbit hole. I was like, surely there's other TV shows out there that I'm not familiar with that are guilty pleasures, that are like critical bombs that you've seen and loved.
No, exactly. And that is one of them. That is absolutely one of them. And my favorite part about it is when I write in IMDb some ass, it comes up.
Yeah, right.
That's dope.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm just saying.
There's only one that I can really think of that kind of fits that narrative, but I've openly talked about this before, and I believe I've only ever seen the movie once, but at the time I enjoyed it. Twilight Eclipse.
Okay.
The second movie.
Why this? Wait, no, the second movie was New Moon, wasn't it?
Was one of them. I believe it was called Eclipse.
I believe you once made fun of me for knowing the order of the Twilight films.
Well, guilty pleasure of
so
yours.
I'm going to say it was Twilight New Moon, and then Twilight Eclipse.
Whatever the one that it was that I watched that night where it was released at the same time as Toy Story 3. Whichever one came out that same year. Anyway.
Happily exposed. I am happily exposed, thank you.
Yes, that's right. Well, we're exposing all of our deep, dark secrets today.
That's the whole point. We're going to share.
That's right.
We're a big family here.
But I remember I watched that film in the drive-in cinema.
Yeah.
Not drive-through cinema. You just drive-in cinema. And I remember watching it. There was like a battle scene, like despite all of its shortcomings with the really stale acting, the really dumb love drama, and like oh no, I'm so upset of Kirsten Stewart at the time. The poor acting on both of their hearts, and they've certainly grown from back then.
They are fantastic. They're both on our hit list. We
absolutely
adore
phenomenal actors now.
In case you, yeah.
But at the time, it was so wooden and terrible. But I remember watching that movie. I was like, holy shit! There's a battle, and they're ripping each other's heads off, and they're turning into ceramic. This is quite good. Yeah. I enjoyed it. And and I've seen other Twilight films since then. I can't say I've seen them all. I don't think I've seen them all, but I think I've watched one to three, maybe.
You haven't seen 4 and 5?
No. I maybe need to watch them because I remember thinking, you know what? There's some good things in here.
You should until the final fucking scene.
Oh, really?
Like, not the final scene, but the final big like chunk of the back end of the final movie. You watch it and you're like, fuck yeah. And then something happens and you're like, I'll piss off.
Oh, really?
I'll piss off. Like, yeah. So, yeah, that's right. We're passionately talking about Twilight right now. Yeah, absolutely. I got dragged to the cinema to see this back end of the last one.
Oh, no. However, will I get out of this one?
Exactly. She's like, you're in front of me.
No, I mean, you were dragging yourself.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
Was the joke.
Yeah. But just jumping back to Some Assembly Required, here's the fucking... Look at that rating. Can you read that out of
3.6 out of 10.
Yeah, not exactly. Good. Not good, but it's fucking hilarious. I can't get enough of it. All right, we had a few comments there as well. Have you heard of Letterkenny?
Letterkenny, I have not. It's another amazing Canadian show if you're into it, but right now I can only get it on SBS On Demand.
Okay.
Would that be a guilty pleasure or something that you just enjoy? Would that be something that you're embarrassed to tell people about?
Let's go off some IMDb ratings as well and see how that goes, because you never know. A guilty pleasure could be something like RuPaul's Drag Race that is. Oh my God, wait, Letterkenny, I've seen the memes of these people.
Okay,
not memes, like little sketches. Like, see those dudes? Like, they sit around going, yep, that's what I did.
Nope.
Like, okay. Anyway.
Not sure of it.
Yeah, well, it's got an 8.6.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's fantastic.
That is fantastic.
That's fantastic, yeah. There was another one in there as well, talking about Twilight. There's a lot of Twilight love, honestly.
Yeah, there's Twilight support here. Yeah, here we go.
Absolutely.
Sensation TV back with You Haven't Lived Until You've Seen Twilight Sexy Jasper Baseball Spin Edition. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to clip that and Google that much later.
No, absolutely. Please remind us. Or can they drop links in chat?
What?
Drop links in chat.
I believe they can drop links in chat.
If you can drop a link in a chat.
Yeah.
Maybe drop a link to it.
Anyway, everybody is in support of Twilight. I don't know. Everybody is in support of Twilight. So say what you want about that film. That's
fantastic.
Well, could we think now it's been enough time where everybody's... You know how you said earlier about...
the Sky High effect.
That's
exactly.
Right. At the time, everyone was like, this sucks. And now everyone's like, yeah, it's not bad.
No, exactly. That's right. And I remember making fun of people for... Not making fun, but like being like, oh, Twilight, why would you like that? That's terrible.
Yeah.
And then going home and being like, Team Jacob.
Yeah. I was pretty adamant that I was like, listen, you can watch what you want, but I'm not going to watch it. And then I did, and I was like, yeah, it's not bad.
Can we change the episode title?
What are we changing it to?
Team Jacob or Team Edward?
It's
a Twilight loving podcast now.
Yeah.
It's 2C3 pod.
Good episode, man.
Oh, man. Solid podcasting.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
Yeah. Breaking Dawn 1 and 2 were both bangers. Of course. I love that there's so much support for Twilight.
Yeah, there is a lot of support. That's what we're here for. Talking about your guilty pleasures and in support of you and what you may think is embarrassing. It's not. So let us all know down below.
Absolutely. There was one that we missed from Danger Man, of course. One of our regulars. Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief.
Danger Man, that would be something I would 100% expect you to enjoy. I'm going to butcher it. I'm not even going to try. That's not a bad movie. I don't think that's necessarily much of a guilty pleasure either.
Yeah.
I think a guilty pleasure would be more like, hey, Danger Man, he reveals that he likes Kesha.
Wait, really?
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
You? Danger Man?
Just example.
Are you a Kesha man?
You know, of a metal musician, essentially, someone who likes classical music, revealing that they like something as terrible as Kesha.
Yes,
that would be more of a guilty pleasure rather than Percy Jackson.
Sitting on a 5.9 on IMDb, it's like
Percy Jackson was quite good, although I've only ever seen it the one time.
It did spawn 1 or 2 sequels. I think at least one that I know of.
Yeah. But I think I would probably consider this a guilty pleasure of mine. And
directed by the famed explorer Christopher Columbus.
Columbus, very good. Did you deliberately fuck that up?
Nope.
Oh, well, good work.
No, because it's Chris Columbus, who's a very famed director, but also Christopher Columbus discovered America.
Christopher Columbus.
Okay. All right.
Change the title.
Yeah, exactly. Who's your favorite explorer?
That's right. Anyway, I think one of the guilty pleasures of mine, which has come out most recently, and this is simply because of, like, when I'm driving, I listen to my music, right? I don't really steer too far away from that.
Music, okay.
Yeah, we're getting into musical territory right now, because this is where a lot of my guilty pleasures come from. Like, I don't really have so many with movies and games and things like that, because we've openly admitted on the podcast several times before And you can say what you want. The Notebook is a chick flick, but it's a fucking magnificent film.
It is gorgeous.
And that is the ultimate, the ultimate everyman's guilty pleasure. But we can all now accept the fact that it's a good fucking movie.
You know what's crazy is the fact that as teenagers, like you just said, it's kind of like Notebook, no, it's for chicks, no, we don't like that. As soon as like you kind of mature as an adult, you go, no, that's a good film.
Yeah, it's a good film.
Like you just kind of like wake up one day. I feel like there was a day.
I'm not a dickhead anymore.
Yes, exactly. When we woke up in our 20s and went, Notebook is actually a fantastic film.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling is amazing, and I'm not a cunt. This is going to be a good day.
Yes,
exactly. And you walk out and go, I never liked coffee, but this is good.
This is very good.
Yes, exactly. Darling, do you have those vegetables for me? I kind of feel like I need some energy.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. I might go for a walk.
I'd go for a brisk walk.
Yes.
Wow, it's 8 a.m.
Yes, exactly. I have time to read the paper. Yeah. No, you're absolutely right. All of a sudden, it's just kind of like as adult men, you just kind of go like, no, it's a good movie. Yeah. It's great.
That's why I found it difficult to talk about guilty pleasures, because I'm just like, you like what you like and you're allowed to like it.
No, exactly. But you've got to go by the masses and what's right and wrong and stereotypes and blah, blah, blah.
But bringing it back to music, the only real guilty pleasure that I can openly think of, and I think I'm not the only person to say this, anybody who knows me personally, I'm a metal fan. I love my thrash metal, my like death metal, and alternative rock and things like that. Are you familiar with the pop star, I believe I'm pronouncing this incorrectly, or correctly, correct me wherever it may be on chat, wherever, Dua Lipa?
Oh, Dua Lipa.
Fuck yeah,
dude,
man. She crushes, man.
Yeah.
I love those songs.
See, that's one of those things. Probably around the same time I realized the Notebook's fantastic. But like my musical tastes, as you know, like as in both of us have gone through the same progression with music. Like we were both like metal. Like, and that's all we cared about.
Yeah.
But then you're just kind of like your taste mature, and then you go, wait, no, a good song is a good song.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter if it's like that genre, you know, like that kind of thing. And Dua Lipa, oh man, yeah, when she came out with that first song that really pushed it to the moon, I was like, you know, it was like the steps of a breakup. I can't remember, like, don't pick up the phone, blah blah blah, or something. Let us know in chat what that song is, because yes, we will get there, Danger Man.
I can't think of another one you're talking about.
No, exactly. But when she came out with that, I was like, fuck, that is catchy shit.
I'm trying to think of the chorus, because I keep thinking of Don't Show Up, but that's a completely different one.
New Rules. Thank you, Sensacious TV. Thank you very much. Yes, New Rules. As soon as she came out with that, I was like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's a good song.
It's good. Like, and she's good.
It takes me a lot to push past, you know, the pop stigma of like, it's just another young, attractive woman who's had songs written by somebody else to make a quick buck, and then you'll never hear from her again.
No, yeah.
But she's been consistent, and I've seen other reports of her. Apparently, she's a lot like Pink in the way that she carries her performances live. Apparently, backstage, she's like super inviting and lovable and all those sorts of things. So
there's a big one right there. Gina Benner, 911. There's a big one right there. The Biebs.
Oh, for sure.
No, that's what I mean. But we grew up and we were teenagers when he was hitting his peak.
Yeah.
Now, as a teenager, we despised him, yes?
Oh, yes.
He was disgusting, that stupid haircut that I had first, Justin.
Yeah, we all had it first. We both have photos of us with that first.
Exactly. We had that haircut first. Go back and check my Facebook from 2006 or some shit. And there I am going, I'm cool with glasses. Yeah, but anyway... Biebs was one of those people who you just kind of like had to despise. It was kind of like you had to despise him.
Otherwise, I don't think it was out of jealousy though. It was simply because I really don't like this music.
Music. Yes, we're on the farm this week.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, you're completely... He's gone again. No, you're completely right. Like, as in, we genuinely did not like that type of music. But then when he started to evolve into, like, you know, more of a performer than just, like, as in, I'm cute, look at me, you know?
Yeah, more of a performer rather than just a product.
I gotta say, like, as in, I started to just, like, go, he's doing what he's doing kind of thing. But when he came out with the song Sorry... You know,
you might have
Is it too late now to say sorry?
Oh, yeah. Not a bad song.
Yeah. No, well, when that song came out, I was like, damn, that shit hits.
The one song that I have that I have openly listened to on repeat, and I have it on repeat. Yeah. I don't listen to much other Biebs, but I get where you're coming from.
Yeah. Oh, I've never listened to a full album.
Go Love Yourself, I think it's...
Oh, yeah.
It's just an acoustic track, and it's him singing over the top of it. That's a magnificent song.
Written by Ed Sheeran, actually.
Yeah.
For Rihanna. Yeah, great. Like, fun little musical fact there. But
that's right.
No, but you're completely right. Like, the Biebs is one of those ones that's like, you're actually really good at what you do, and I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. You know, but there are those certain ones where, like, there's still songs that come out and I'm like, oh, that's trash. Like, you can tell it's trash, written by 12 people for the lyrics, like, produced by, like, 6 people on fucking, like, and there's no talent behind it and it's awful.
That's what I'm saying. But then there's those ones that break through. Yeah.
Yeah, most of it. Yeah. When a song's good, a song's good.
That's right.
Except when it's country.
I love country.
No, really? I don't think we've ever discussed country. I just can't. I can't get behind that drawl. Like
it depends on the type of country. I'm talking about like modern rock country, like Dixie Chicks or Keith Urban.
Well, there's only. Okay, yeah, no. Well, that makes sense. Keith Urban. The song "The Fighter."
Crap song. I used to love it. I used to love it.
Why?
But you listen because it was for me and Taylor, me and my wife. It was a song that really connected us.
Yeah, my wife and I.
My wife and I. Yes, thank you for the grammar lesson. It was a song that really connected us. And then the more I listened to it, I've been turned off that song simply because of how it was produced.
Okay.
It sounds like Keith Urban's a fantastic and incredibly talented musician. Yep. And he's done a lot of really good, naturally musical sounding albums using real instruments and full bands.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
This particular song just sounds like it was produced electronically entirely.
Oh, no, absolutely. But that's the thing that actually caught me to it. Okay. Because I'm not that fond of Keith Urban because I'm not that fond of that country sound. But the one that the fighter that he made, I can't remember who it was with, who the chick was. Do you know?
Carrie Underwood, maybe?
No, it might be. I think so. But either way, you can tell it was intentionally done to be played on the radio and be a pop song.
And that's why I think that I'm pushed away from it is because of that exact reason.
No, that's fair. And that's what drew me to that one song, but to nothing else.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but for you, Keith Urban fucking purist over there. No, I think music is probably where you find most of your guilty pleasures outside of food.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think we can keep going here, and there's a lot going on in chat.
I want to go back to Danger Man, the OC.
The OC. Oh,
the OC is a great choice because that was a TV show that was popular when I was in year 6, and everybody loved it. And I had to tell everybody I liked it when inside I really did not.
That's a really good one.
Opposite guilty pleasure.
I feel like the OC
I had to watch it, so I had things to talk about at school.
Would you say the OC is the Justin Bieber of teen dramas?
No,
I mean,
I don't know.
Because there was its massive monster fan base behind it. But then there was those people who despised it.
See, I
just couldn't stand it.
I don't know. I can't really agree with that because I can't.
And then as an adult, you wake up one day and go, "I'm not a cunt. It's a great show."
That's right. I can't say that I agree with it per se, but I can't relate to that because it was literally just me. Yeah. I was the only person in my entire class that didn't like it, but watched it because I kind of felt I had to because all of my friends were talking about it. Yeah. Even though I really did not like it.
Yeah, no, I tried for like 2 episodes, but then I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I mean, if we went back now, probably not bad. Danger Man, Savage Garden, get the fuck out of here. I do not like Savage Garden. A lot of people do. I hate Savage Garden.
Savage Garden is the greatest thing to ever happen to Australian music ever, full stop.
Get out of here. Done. John Farnham, Parkway Drive, Keith
John
Urban.
Farnham? What is he on his 74th farewell tour? Fuck off with John Farnham. I know the voice is a banger. That one song is a banger. But John Farnham, fuck off. No. And by the way, I think we've discussed it before, but I don't care how much heat I caught for this. Nothing to do with guilty pleasures.
Yep.
Jimmy Barnes is the worst fucking Australian vocalist I've ever heard. I hate him.
Okay, but what if you
cannot stand Cold Chisel. I cannot stand him.
What about AC/DC?
Nah. We've discussed before, I think they're overrated. We talked about overrated bands before and stuff like that. AC/DC is at the top of my list.
It's a very unique vocal style, and as a former vocalist, I get it.
I understand it, but I can't stand it. I just cannot. It's nails on a chalkboard.
Yeah, fair enough.
I just
What about his son? I think
his son,
Bruce Campbell. I think he is. He's like a Michael Bublé-esque.
That's fine.
Jazz singer or something like that.
I've never heard it, but I guarantee I'd be like, yep, cool, plug me in for 12 hours of that as opposed to 1 minute of Cold Chisel. Fucking K-San can piss off.
Yeah, fair enough. I like it. I get it.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Like, that's why we the two different
Australian music. Now we're talking about this for a moment. Here we go. Down
guilty pleasure Australian music.
How come Australian musicians, besides the popular ones that made it famous internationally, have weird, unique voices?
I just got so excited because I thought of another one.
Weird, unique voices. Midnight Oil.
Yeah. Did you know, though, they were actually big in America?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I had no idea until I was listening to another podcast.
Peter Garrett also has a really weird kind of slangy tone to it, but
have you heard Australian Crawl?
Yeah.
The dude's singing like a bogan.
I know.
Yeah, I know. No, exactly, but I don't mind Australian Crawl. Yeah. But I can't stand tuning down. But speaking of Australian recording artists and guilty pleasures, Five Sauce.
They're like the
5 Seconds of Summer.
when I first heard it, I'm glad you brought that out.
Bangers.
Because when they first came out, I was under the impression, I didn't do my research, I was just under the impression that they were, what are they called?
Like
a One Direction knockoff.
No.
But it turns out they're a legitimate band. Yeah.
They're a band.
And they've put out songs that I've heard on the radio and gone, not bad.
No, exactly.
Not bad at all.
Exactly. They actually bring out bangers. And the best part about these young guys, I don't know about the lyric writing, but I assume because they started as a band, but they make their own music.
Yeah.
It's so refreshing in today's world of like cookie cutter Simon Cowell bands, you know?
Yeah,
like
right.
No, exactly. And the fact that they're from fucking Western Sydney, dude.
Yeah.
And they just all of a sudden just went bang, global. And all power to them. I don't even think they're like past 21 years old yet. And they've already made more money than I would see in 3 lifetimes.
Those motherfuckers. Definitely agreed.
Yeah, no, exactly. But they're that type of band that came out and it's like, oh, all the teenage girls love them. And then I'm like, totally see why.
Although Danger Man has another one in here for music. Ava Max. I didn't know the name of the artist, but Sweet But Psycho.
Oh, yeah, Ava Max. Yeah,
that's another song that we were playing in the radio the other day on Spotify while I was like, oh, can we put that? Because Taylor was like flipping through. I was like, go back to that one.
Yeah.
I love that song.
Yes.
You know, that song was a bit controversial for a while. People were
Why's that?
Oh, for a real dumb 2021 reason, right?
Yeah.
Because it was
portraying women as
no, not women.
Evil.
It was offensive for people with autism because of the word psycho.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The song's got nothing to do with it. It's about a crazy bitch. Get over it. There's thousands of songs out there like it. It's just because this one was popular. But anyway, no, great song.
No, exactly.
Absolutely
That's
banging
right.
song. I love it.
No,
really good.
Oh, man. Yeah, no. No, that's fair. Yeah, but no, 5 Sauce, I absolutely adore them. Like, I think they bring out bangers, man.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Easy on the eyes as well, just saying. They're handsome chaps. Okay. They are handsome chaps.
Yep.
Just going to throw that out there. Yeah.
Okay, here's another good one from Siege of Quebec. I don't know if this is a guilty pleasure, but I spend hours going back to 2010 to 2013 and watch CM Punk WWE clips. That's not bad.
That's not a guilty pleasure at all, my friend. That was like an amazing fucking time period there. Now, 2010 to 2013, was that when he had Kill Switch as his entrance theme?
Killswitch Engage.
Exactly. In the fire, into the fire, in the fire, something like that. Yeah. I don't know. Exactly. No, but no, I don't think that's a guilty pleasure because, like, although I will say, like, this is the popularity question again.
Yeah.
Because I consider going back and watching old wrestling pay-per-views on the WWE network a guilty pleasure of mine, but I shouldn't be ashamed of it because it's a billion-dollar company that's worldwide, everywhere, like popular. You know,
I never grew up watching the wrestling. Yeah. I never really got into it, and as a kid, I was that little motherfucker that was going, it's not real, right? But as I've gotten older, as we said, you wake up one day and all of a sudden you enjoy black coffee. Yeah, it's the whole thing of movies aren't real; it's for entertainment. They're not, I mean, and then you watch these people. Tyler Gunn, good friend of ours, who's a legitimate a wrestler in our hometown of Newcastle, Australia.
Absolutely, he's fighting a Newey Pro in a week.
Even though that wrestling is fake, and then UFC was built on the popularity of like, wait, these people are actually
real.
Yeah,
this is real men.
I can't stand watching UFC because I'm just like, these people are really, they have serious anger issues.
I know,
and they're out to really kill each other. I like it when they've got good sportsmanship.
Oh yeah,
but the ones who are out there to literally release their anger, go get some therapy. But wrestling is about entertaining the kids and their parents.
I can remember having a conversation, and Siege might be able to relate to this. When I was about 14 or 15, I went to JB Hi-Fi at Glendale with my mum, and I used my money that I got from Bilo or whatever at that stage, and I bought like a Best of Raw DVD for wrestling, you know? And I don't think she questioned me or anything, but I said, I consider this like a TV show, like an episode of TV show, because that's what it's structured to be. This is scripted drama that hooks you in and has storylines and stuff like that, and that's why I enjoy it. I consider this just basically a dramatic version of Friends, like it was the first show I thought of, but it's scripted drama that's entertainment. That's what it is. We know it's fucking fake. We get it. Yeah. It's entertainment. And the Raw's like the longest running weekly episodic television show in history by years. Yeah.
Like, I just never understood that concept because I didn't get into it.
Yeah, you were that little prick.
Yeah.
You know it's fake, right? Yes, I fucking know. God. Yes. They're actors.
But when you say that though, like they still beat the living shit out of each other.
No,
like
there's still real injuries. They still get hurt. You know, like, and especially you go back to the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era and shit, and the blood that they would shed, it was bonkers, man. Bonkers.
That's right. Mitch's mummy came in with David Campbell. I said Bruce Campbell. It's definitely not Bruce Campbell. David.
I didn't even pick up on that.
David Campbell is Jimmy Barnes' son.
Loved him in Evil Dead. Jimmy was so proud.
The reason I'm thinking of Bruce Campbell is because in the notes, if we ever get to the actual movie news this week, we do have a bit of news about Evil Dead. But anyway, Wiggles. The best Aussie band around, hands down, the Wiggles.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, I think, honestly...
That's not a guilty pleasure, though, is it? That's just the
no,
Wiggles.
Exactly. That's the kind of... Like, I know for a fact people have had children just so they could watch the Wiggles again.
Really?
No, of course
I was
not.
say, like, I believe it.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I mean. But Gina Bina wrote Bina. Sorry if we're saying your name wrong. We apologize.
Do apologize.
Yeah, but also she just wrote in there that she loves Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Do you like Aerosmith?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's a guilty pleasure. They're massively popular.
No.
Yeah.
No, they were talking about AC/DC as well.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I absolutely love Aerosmith.
Dava coming in with another band which a lot of people... I can't consider it a guilty pleasure of mine because I just never got into it, even though that I've met a few of them personally over the years.
Yeah.
Short Stack.
Oh, God.
And I can't be the only one who remembers their very first release, right? Shimmy Go Go?
Of course. Shimmy Go Go.
When I bring it up to other Short Stack fans, they don't know about it.
How do they not know about that?
They're singing Planets and whatever it is.
Oh, Planets. Now, that is the guiltiest of pleasures of
That's
songs
not a bad
of mine.
song. Not a bad song.
Yeah,
but
our old friend.
Shimmy Go Go. How do you not know that song as a fan?
Those are the only two fucking songs of this I know.
Same.
Yeah, no, but Planets, former co-host of ours, that was our pre-town song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we would get drunk and sing that and go, yeah, let's go to a club.
Yeah, right.
And it's embarrassing. Anyway,
do we have any more down in there?
Mammal. Mammal's a good Aussie band. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that they're a guilty pleasure either.
No.
They're great. They're actually genuinely good.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you have any other guilty pleasure music that you can think of?
Music. Well, okay. Well, there's one that, again, it's hard to define guilty pleasure when it's a successful act that is universally praised. But considering, I suppose, my gender and my taste in music, like that kind of stereotype.
Yeah.
I've preached many times before to you in our personal life, and I think I've mentioned them on the podcast many times as well.
Yeah.
Might even been caught singing one of their songs at the end of an episode, but the Veronicas.
Oh, yeah, dude, you're into it. Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking love the Veronicas. Oh, my God.
You can tell them apart.
Yeah, no.
Like a true Aussie should.
Oh, yeah, when I find... Yeah, that's on the citizenship test.
That's right.
No, I remember getting to see them live, and yes, exactly. Danger Man. The Veronicas, and for any international listeners or viewers who don't know the Veronicas, go and check them out. Yeah. They have some fucking bangers.
Yeah, the Wall of Death. That's right. Sensations TV has come in with the Wall of Death at the Veronicas at the Good Things Festival.
There, my dude. Yeah. Oh, I absolutely loved it. It was so good getting to see them live, and I believe it was Jess. Threw out some nasty fucking screams.
Really?
Yeah, like they went hard, man. And they got Bert from The Used.
Oh, yeah.
They did like a song with him as well.
Not bad.
Yeah, no, exactly. But she threw out some nasty fucking like real hard-hitting screams, and I'm like, damn, not bad. Like
women in metal is fucking awesome.
Mosh going on, yeah.
Yeah.
She'd been practicing her screams for a few months. Yeah, exactly. And she absolutely ripped it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Is Bert dead?
I don't know. According to Notice, Bert might be dead.
Is Bert McCracken dead?
Did he
die?
You know what? I don't think I've ever actually listened to The Used.
Oh, really?
I know that might be a crazy thing to say for someone like me.
Bert and the Worm is a good song.
Yeah. How do we feel about Machine Gun Kelly and his pop punk cause?
Have you heard his new album? Like from
Seeds goes on about it.
It's
go on about it.
Fucking good. I told you, man. Yeah. I've mentioned it before. It's so good, man.
And we talked a bit of shit about him being in movies.
Yeah, no, exactly. I know.
Dude's talented.
No, dude's... I know.
He's talented, right? Like Machine Gun Kelly...
McCracken's not dead. Notice, what are you talking about?
Anyway, another guilty pleasure of mine when it comes to music, and I think I can openly admit, and I think a lot of people can admit this as well, and I think now's the time to admit it.
Notice came from you, right?
Yes.
What a prick. He's just laughing at me now. Okay, cool. Well, I Googled if Bert McCracken dead. He's not.
Yeah. Anyway, another one that I think a lot of people might be able to relate with, or it's literally just me.
Yeah.
And it's let me clear the throat before I reveal this one.
There we go.
Me and an old mate of mine, Dan, I know he's not watching, but if he ever does, I salute you, my friend. We spent a lot of years driving around in my old shitbox Corolla, may it rest in peace, just thumping Iggy Azalea's first album.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
That's solid. That is solid, man.
Black Widow is on there with
Rita Ora?
Rita Ora, yeah.
Of course.
Fancy.
Oh, I'm so fancy.
And other songs I can't remember right now, but dude, we play that back to back hardcore.
Dude, it's solid, man. And I've told you before, I know it's not on that album, it's on Ariana Grande. Another one.
Oh, dude, she's fantastic.
She is amazing.
I'll openly admit that. That's not a guilty pleasure. Her first album, no, what's the second album? Dangerous Woman?
Yeah.
Great fucking albums.
Yeah, is that the one with the Iggy Azalea song?
I don't know.
Problem.
That was the first album, I believe.
Okay, well...
Problem was great.
No, exactly. And I've preached many a times about my prowess of being able to rap Iggy's part, like, word for word. Yeah. I fucking love that. I'm sure I showed you at, like, Stephen Andy's one night.
We've done it. We've sung a many a tune.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah, I absolutely adore that. But, yeah, what... Oh, wait. I just wanted to touch on Machine Gun Kelly. Siege jumped in there. Travis Barker helped a lot with that album. Yes. Without Travis Barker, that album does not exist. Full stop. Because you could hear it. It's basically Blink-182 with a different dude.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's how it sounds. But it's fucking great.
Fair enough.
It's fantastic.
Another one, Danger Man, that I wholeheartedly agree with, and not so much for the music. I don't mind the music, but also the acting and the producing abilities of a very young, talented woman who's also had a pretty hard-hitting case lately with medical issues. Selena fucking Gomez.
Oh, yeah. Wait, medical issues?
She's had a kidney replacement.
Oh, God.
And lupus. She's
shit.
Yeah. No, anyway, young woman. She's produced the 13 Reasons Why TV series. She's done acting. She was the lead actor in... what was it called? It had James Franco in it. It was all about Spring Breakers. That was it.
Yes.
You know, as weird as that movie was, she was great in that as a really hard-hitting drama film. Yeah, Selena Gomez I certainly rate, although I haven't heard much of her music, but when I listen to it, I'm like, not bad.
Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. So Ariana Grande, definitely.
Iggy Azalea. Yeah. Rita Ora is also good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Who did we say earlier?
Dua Lipa
Max,
as well.
Dua Lipa, yep.
Oh, they're all full of bangers, man. Like, absolutely. I can't fault any of those.
Danger Man, I'd give her my kidney if you know what I mean, boys.
I don't.
Anyway,
Body Bag featuring Youngblood and Burt McCracken.
Youngblood is another one that I can't relate to. I've only ever heard him in once, and that was within the what were they fucking called? Bring Me the Horizon.
Oh, yeah.
How we had that one line where we talked about this a few weeks ago.
He's in half the song.
Well, half the song, but like we talked about this, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, where it just kind of sounds a bit weird.
I know, but that 6-song little album there is fucking amazing.
It's an EP, but it stands out as like a full-blown album.
Yeah, oh no, it definitely felt like an album. Like I've listened to that so many goddamn times. But Youngblood's one of those ones that I remember hearing back when I didn't have a choice on the radio station and Triple J was playing. Ugh. And I fucking hate it so much.
Who the fuck listens to radio shows?
No, exactly. I
listen to podcasts.
Workshops, man. Workshops and warehouses. Yeah. And Youngblood was one of those ones, and there was 2 songs of his that I liked before he then exploded on the American scene. But yeah, no, Youngblood's not one for me personally.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, Notice coming back in. We talked about it yesterday on my personal stream. If you do want to go follow my stream, Dylan2C3 Pod on Twitch. But there is a new A Day to Remember album out right now.
Oh, it's out?
Yes.
Dude, really?
Oh, he's addressing you in this.
Oh, sorry. Who was that?
Notice. What's Mitch's take on the ADTR's new album?
No, I haven't. Thank you so much, because I haven't been listening to Spotify lately. I've been smashing podcasts like a motherfucker. Yeah. And I remember that album was supposed to be out at the end of 2019.
Oh, really?
And it got delayed, and then they just didn't talk about it, and then they said, end of 2020. Never fucking came. Finally. Thank you, Notice. All right, sweet. I am listening to that tonight and tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so that's another thing. Yeah. That's another band.
Tune in next week and I will tell you all my thoughts.
As I talked about in my stream last night, that's another...
I know, I'm late now, but I was a year and a half early.
Yeah, that's another band which I didn't get into when I was younger, because I was too heavily focused on like the really hard metal and things like that. And then as I've gotten older and as I've matured, I've recently heard songs that have auto-played on Spotify. I'm like, who the fuck is this? That sounds great.
Exactly.
Oh, it's a band that I should like. And I've seen them live like 3 or 4 times. Yeah, and I've enjoyed them, but I've just never actually sat down to listen to them.
Yeah,
But since I've been reminded of a latest album, I do want to check it out. But Sensations TV over in chat says they do not like it at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, first album you don't like. Oh, that's not good at all. I don't like that. Have they done
No, well, they can't come swinging out of the gate every single time. There's always those downers.
No, but also, have they followed that trend where they've gone too poppy, too electro, like, you know, like Bring Me's done in the past, and like Asking Alexandria has like changed their entire tune as well.
Don't worry, they'll bring it back.
Yeah, no, exactly. Well, that's the thing. Bring Me the Horizon. Like I told you, I thought Ammo was a piece of shit.
But then you
listened so long, and then I actually at work one day, because 12.5-hour days,
you woke up and all of a sudden I'm not a cunt anymore.
Exactly. It was my second stage of becoming a mature adult. No, I just gave it another listen and another chance, and I was like, oh, I was listening thinking this was going to be like Throne, like it was going to be that type of music.
Yeah.
This is a different type of music. And, and when I started listening behind that lens of, oh, they've changed their style, this is what they're trying to be, not that heavy band from before.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, fuck, I get it. And then look what happened. You know, they've gone back and forth, and now they mix both genres perfectly, and they're fucking heavy over here and they're not over here. You know, like...
But they walk the balance perfectly.
And Ammo is fucking brilliant. It's probably like my second favorite album of theirs now, behind Sempiternal.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely adore that album. Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
But yeah, A Day to Remember. That's not one that I could get into, but I'm going to try it now.
Yeah, exactly. Day to Remember, definitely check out the album.
Are you giving me signals of how much time we have left for this podcast episode?
Oh, maybe.
To say that later.
Without saying.
Well, to reach a good hour, we've got 10 minutes left.
Oh, easy peasy. Well, I mean, we're having a great time here with chat, but is there any other guilty pleasures that you guys can think of? Film, TV, games, maybe? Games. Yep. Games is one that, like, you know, I thought maybe you might have one coming to the table about, like, a guilty pleasure, you know?
I've been trying to think of them, honestly, but I've been pretty open about every game I've ever played. You know, I don't think there's many out there.
You've been like, I like it, I don't like it.
Yeah, I can't come out and say, you know what, boys, we're doing it. I secretly like Fortnite, because everybody fucking likes Fortnite except me.
No, exactly. But
so I can't relate to a guilty pleasure of a video game.
It's not a console game or anything, but Homescapes for me is like the guiltiest of pleasures.
Yeah, you'll have to explain that one to me.
It's like Candy Crush, except you design a house and see your reaction right there. You wonder why I keep that shit hidden? Because it's a guilty pleasure.
That's what we're here for.
Motherfucker, they release new levels. They release new levels every fucking Thursday, and they have done for the last like 5 years. And every fucking Friday, I'm up to date. Yep. I love that shit. I'm on level like 4,600 and some shit.
I do not like Candy Crush. I'm just like
spend money on it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You like it,
for shame. But guilty pleasure. I love Homescapes.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Yeah. No, I've got nothing I can really
for the gaming category. Now we can actually claim film, TV, and gaming.
Yeah,
mobile gaming.
That's another thing I've been thinking about lately when it comes to the actual structure of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
When there's a lot of gaming news, I read it and go, oh, that's interesting. Wait, Mitch would not give a flying fuck, so I leave it off.
Dude, why? I've told you for 2 years.
Because I can talk about it on my own shit.
Oh, right, he's saving the good stuff for his stream.
It's because when I look at the news...
You cherry-picking motherfucker.
I do cherry-pick, because I look at this and go, would this bring conversation? Would this be interesting? No, yes, no, yes. And there is always new news about the games that I'll like and things. Sometimes there's other news like that's more gaming wide essentially, but there's a lot of news that we just wouldn't be able to include as a topic.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so when there's things to talk about which is going to literally put you to sleep, you know what? I'll just reserve them for my own thing.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
I'll let it slide this once.
Yeah. Well, speaking of gaming news, would you care the fact that the buyout of Microsoft, what a good burger that was.
Yeah, so McDonald's.
Microsoft and Bethesda finished their buyout?
Yes. Finally. I've been waiting months for this. Now, Dylan, tell me all about it.
No, I'm not gonna. Yeah, you just fucking sit back and
I know how to say
That's right.
Anyway, we're basically oh my god. Do you see that last comment?
Yeah, so my wife has come in on chat for those listening later on Podbean. It's not because of the front door, it's because her button for the roller door isn't working at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, we're about to wrap up, Taze, so if you wanted to wait a hot minute.
Yeah, anyway. But we've got people here who are actually talking about that, but that'll be a topic for another day. But I think it is time to wrap up the episode for this evening.
Absolutely.
I think we've hit the threshold. There are a lot of movie news that I will be talking about at a later point in time. Yeah. But anyway...
See, maybe we should start doing news on Patreon, dude.
We could do.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, let's get into that homework, my friend.
That's right. That has been the episode of the show for the stream this evening. We do greatly appreciate everybody tuning in and dropping in your guilty pleasures, and letting a few of these fly.
Cheesecake.
cheesecake.
You remember that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Letting it off your shoulders, and you can certainly do so more often if you'd like. Find us on social media. Hit us up. Contact us. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Just search 2C3 Pod. You'll find us everywhere.
Maybe we're somebody's guilty pleasure. Who knows? Right. But anyway, not only that, make sure you have just tuned in for the podcast, but if you are listening to the podcast, make sure it is on your preferred platform, of course. We are available everywhere. Just search 2C3 Pod. Simple as that, but cliche slogan, of course. Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course, YouTube. Big summer blowout. If you do want to support the show, additionally, outside of just watching us live or subscribing to us on YouTube and wherever else, you can certainly buy a t-shirt over on tpublic.com, redbubble.com, or teespring.com. We're everywhere. Yes. But most importantly as well, you can certainly find us over on Patreon. That's right. Just search 2C3 Pod and you'll find us there for exclusive weekly bonus content, of course, automatic entry into all giveaways, early access to the episodes, and not only that, you get to tell us what you want to listen to. But best of all, we are now changing the format up, and it's just one flat fee. There's no more tiers or anything like that. Because you're all fucking legends for supporting us. And speaking of those fucking legends, I'm going to read them out right now. That's right. We do have our bloody legends. Alice Reddit, thank you so much. Courtney Harris, thank you so much. 1001, thank you so much. And Mother Dark and Dodgy Blade.
Yes,
you guys are absolute legends, and look out for the extra content you get on Patreon.
That's right. So as Mitch just said, we're just leveling the playing field. One easy consolidated price, and you will get access to everything that we've put on Patreon. Exclusive episodes, early episodes to other things as well. You get it all over there as well, and we greatly appreciate it. And it certainly does support the show and keep the podcast afloat and the episodes rolling out every week.
That's right.
For any sort of business inquiries as well, if you do want to hit us up outside of social media, we do have an email address, twoscompany3podcast@gmail.com. But even for little PayPal donations, if you want to just sort us out directly,
10 cents, 20s, and 50 cents, $1 million!
Any little bit of support would certainly go a long way. But not only that too, but if you do watch this live, you can certainly head to our donation box down in the About tab below if you would be so inclined.
Feel free to chuck us a follow or a sub and you get yourself a shout out and good content every week.
That's right. Good content every week, he says. I can't promise you that one. That's breach of
neither can I.
User confidentiality. Anyway, we've got new podcast episodes coming out on all of your favorite platforms every single week, every Thursday morning. Weekly topic discussions, the questions like we've just revealed, all the dirty little secrets, live interaction with you, the 2C3 pack, news when we get to it, what we've watched at home, dad jokes, and so much more. Speaking of dad jokes, I feel like Marvel has sold out. The Hulk is just a giant banner.
Oh,
yeah, not bad.
That's fucking good.
Yeah, do you want to read the second one? I didn't read it.
Yep. No, that's fine. I'll go to the third one. I gave away all of my dead batteries. They were free of charge.
Ooh,
tasty.
Not bad at all.
But on top of all of that, we do, of course, have YouTube, fresh YouTube content every single week, including DTCR, Trailer Park, and much, much more. Make sure to head on over there, 2C3 Pod, search it up, whack a sub on it, watch us, like the videos, do something, just love us.
Yeah.
Please.
We'd greatly appreciate it. Anyway, follow me if you do feel ever so inclined. twitch.tv/Dylan2C3 Pod for the occasional game discussions and also rage-inducing first-person shooter action content.
Absolutely. But more importantly, forget what he just said. Make sure to head on over twitch.tv/2C3 Pod live, and we have our weekly interactive podcast answering the biggest and bestest questions we can think of. Make sure to head on over there, follow, and maybe sub or some biddies for the titties.
For sure. But anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a wonderful new evening of 2C3 Pod. My name is Dylan, and as always with my co-host
Mitchell. And do not forget, we're Two's Company, and you are the podcast.